FNaF News. I'm your host, the Teen Muffin. Today we've got some news on Funko, Youtooz, security breach, and more. So starting off with the Funko news. If you remember a couple months ago, I talked about a list of leaked stuff to be revealed for Funko. There were the reversible head plushies, the Night of Frights game, and a new line of toys called Snaps. And recently, we actually got that Night of Frights game revealed. So as you can see, there's the front of the box that says Night of Frights game, and there's some artwork on the front showing Freddy, Chica, Bonnie, and Foxy. If you notice, it's pretty cool. We actually get some official art of the fixed version of the classic Foxy from FNaF 1. You can tell because his hand is regular, it's not an endo hand, and then also his chest area doesn't have the withering, so that's pretty cool. Although Freddy, you know, his lower jaw is the same color as like his snout or muzzle, whatever it's called, so that's unfortunate. And then on the bottom right, you can see that there are also some figures in it. So here's the back of the box, Night of Frights game. You're the stars of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Freddy and his band are friendly by day, but a fright at night. Play as one of the terrifying animatronic characters and use your unique power to gain the upper hand. Creep through the restaurant gathering items, make yourself scarier, and get to the security office. The player first to capture the guard wins. So here's another image, like a better look at the 4 figures. I think they look pretty cool. You can see there's a little spinner below them. There's a game board. There are little tokens, cards, stuff like that. Yeah. This game, I'll probably buy it because it has the cool figures, but I don't think I'll play it. I'm probably just gonna keep it sealed. So on to the Youtooz news. We don't have too much, but on one of their recent TikToks, you could actually see the Joy of Creation Ignited Freddy figure. It's not the best image, but it is there, so now we have confirmation that that is going to be one of the figures. Because there is actually one figure that got cut, so we knew for sure there's going to be Popgoes, Candy. We weren't sure if T-Jock or Flumpy's was going to get cut, and now we do know for sure that Flumpy was the one that got cut. So the Ignited Freddy figure, from what we can see, it looks pretty cool. I'm excited to see the full reveal later. And then you can see slightly in the top left that is Popgoes above it. Not really much of a view, but I guess that is more confirmation that it is being made. But now we do know that these 2 figures and probably also Candy have been made, so hopefully soon those things will get revealed. And on the topic of Fanverse and Popgoes, Kane Carter gave us some updates on Popgoes Arcade, some new updates on the current plan for Popgoes Arcade Premium on Steam. Early July release, so that's in like, what, a month? A little over a month from now. $5, but 20% off offer, $4 for a period on launch, so get it quick if you want it a little bit cheaper. 30 plus achievements, part of the FNaF franchise, so it's not canon to the FNaF lore, but it is still like under the name of FNaF. Purchasable soundtrack, so if you really like the music in the game, you can buy it, and then the page will be up soon, so here's what it looks like. So yeah, Popgoes Arcade, the Steam page will be up soon, and a little over a month from now, it will be out to buy. Even though the game is pretty much dead, Trends has revealed a FNaF AR calendar for 2023, so some of the images we've got here for the different months. We've weirdly got Broiler Baby for January and Plush Trap for February. Then we've got March as Shamrock Freddy and April as Easter Bonnie. Those make sense. Then May, we've got Mangle. I guess those names are kind of similar. Spring Trap is for June. And then, of course, Firework Freddy for July. We've got Flamethrower Bear Endo for August. Balloon Boy for September. Of course, we've got Jacko Chica for October, we've got Ballora for November, and Toy Freddy for December. Some of the characters selected make sense, you know, like all the holiday-themed ones. Some of them I'm kind of confused about, like December. I don't know why they chose Toy Freddy when they could have definitely just picked a December-themed character, you know, like one of the winter skins. But yeah, so I guess that's a thing. It is also weird that they did FNaF AR. I feel like they should have done like Security Breach or something like that. Something more relevant. So now on to Security Breach, the news I'm sure most of you guys have heard of, but if some of you guys haven't heard of it, Steelwell actually showed a teaser for the DLC coming 2023. It'll be called Ruin. It's a free DLC, so if you have Security Breach, it's free to play this DLC, and it'll be coming 2023. A lot of rhymes there. So looking at the image, you can see the Pizzaplex is all broken down, showing that the Afton ending was probably the canon one. The Freddy statue in the middle is all fallen apart. Chica's over there, all broken and actually melted because of the fire. You can see she's missing an arm. We assume that these characters are going to be called the Ruin animatronics, but not really any confirmation on that so far, I don't believe. You can see some monitors on the top showing Gregory. One of them says "Help Me" on it. And then, of course, in the middle of the screen, you can see a child, a little girl. If you look closely, you can see she has blonde hair, so some people are saying she could be related to Vanessa. Not really sure, though. I've also heard somebody say that it could be somebody from the therapy logs or something like that. I'm not really sure. So when will this game take place? As you can see, Gregory is there. I mean, we don't know if he's real. It could be just like images taken from when he was in the Pizzaplex in Security Breach. But assuming that he actually is back in the Pizzaplex and needs help Gregory is still a young child, as we can see, so this probably takes place soon after Security Breach and not like years in the future. Although, like I said, it could be possible that Gregory isn't actually there and Vanny or Burnt Trap is just trying to show that he's maybe captured, so this little girl would go in and try to save him. We don't really know anything about it yet. We just know about this image. So those are just some theories. But the game itself, I think this is going to be very cool. As you can see, it is going to be all broken down and dark, so it's going to be probably a lot scarier than the actual main game of Security Breach, which is what we all wanted. We wanted a scary game. I think it could be sort of like Portal 2 vibes, going back to this abandoned giant area. So I think this could be very cool. You know, of course, the ruin animatronics, as we're calling them right now, those could look pretty cool. Hopefully they give Vanessa a bigger role in this story than she had in the main game of Security Breach. But yeah, I think this is going to be very cool. We don't know much about it yet, but either way it is going to be free a long time from now, unfortunately. But yeah, so I think that is some very cool stuff, and that is all the news we have today. If you want to subscribe, click the button on top of my head. If you want to watch one of my last news videos, you can click that button over there. And if you want to see some other video I made, click that button over there. And I'll see you when we get some more news on this DLC.